He doesn't say that. I'm saying. Jim is saying.
I'm just gonna lean in and look at the slit, and detect magic.
Okay. You don't detect any magic.
I'm actually curious, just as a player, to see how he would react to a certain someone looking in there.
I'm not going to look in there.
I'm gonna wait a few seconds, just see what he's doing. Like, kind of take a few moments to see what he's doing.
Sure. Make a perception check.
I try the door.
It's locked.
That's barred.
Hey, can you open this door?
Yes, but I'm going to hide around the corner. I don't want him to
Why?
see me. What if he recognizes
Nat 20.
Nat 20. You can see that he is very slightly, like he seems to be mouthing something. He's just staring at the ceiling. And he's
Oh,
mouthing
really?
something.
I read lips.
I'm aware that you can read.
And
I look at his lips.
I say to Lord Marcus while he's doing this, I go, Lord Marcus, that's not how it works. You have to put your mouth up to it when you're talking to
It's
it.
like a speaker.
I can turn it off.
He appears to be
Reciting the crones.
repeating over and over again. Yes, the rhyme that you remember hearing from the winter hag.
All right.
I sit up, or I stand back up. I go, I don't know which one's the keymaster and which one's the gatekeeper, but we gotta get these two together. I point at Alex.
I'm going to lean down into the door and start trying to pick the
Yeah,
lock.
pick that lock, huh? Okay. You guys are all standing there, and you get.
And then
you start
while she's
lockpicking.
doing that, though, I do mention to Craig. I go, he could get violent. So be ready to grab him.
I'll turn back into a dwarf.
Turn back into a dwarf.
Yeah.
Okay.
Apparently that lasts for up to 8 hours each.
Oh yeah, your wild shape can be like all day at this point.
Forever.
Okay, so yeah, you're sitting there, and you guys all hear for the second time this day the sound of someone very conspicuously clearing their throat behind you, and you turn, you see Quinn is standing there. She says, so is there something?
Did the GM bring you?
When I look at her, I say, now, Lady Quinn, I'm probably 100% certain that you have heard about the antics that happened yesterday.
Oh yes.
I did have a question.
I have a lot of questions.
Walter seems to be in a terrible mental state and in a perpetual state of fear in there, correct?
Not always, no. He mostly just sits there, doesn't do anything. But there are times where he has gone into fits and
We happen
become
to
dangerous.
have another one of those crowns. Would it by chance help him instead of hurt him?
I don't think that would be a good idea.
What crown?
The
Circlet.
circlet. All right.
But if you wanted to talk to Walter, she just takes a key out of her pocket, unlocks the door.
Oh, we should have thought of that.
Well, you can try and speak with him, but you won't have much luck. Nobody else ever has.
I'll
I
go
look
up there
at
with you.
her and I say, "Do you know what he's saying?"
And I would do it as
Yeah,
well.
I have pieced that much together.
All right, so I'll walk in.
Okay.
And is he just sitting there?
He's lying on the bed, staring up at the ceiling.
And I'll just look over him.
I'm right there too. I grab him.
Now I go
No!
back.
No! Away! I won't go back! I won't go back! You can't take me back! I won't go back! Stop! Stop! Go! Go, please! No!
I rolled a 1. I rolled a 1 on
want to.
my.
And he gets off of the bed and he starts scrambling backwards, and he's now in the corner and he's holding. No! No, I won't go back!
Walter?
I won't go back!
Walter?
I won't go back!
Walter?
I won't go back!
It's quickly.
Roll diplomacy.
Jim, I tried to grab him and I rolled a 1.
Oh, then it didn't work.
Oh, it's a 13 plus. I think I'm pretty good in diplomacy. Give me 1 second. Plus 8, so 21.
Wow.
21. You are like standing in between him and Alex and like blocking his line of sight, and he just kind of like puts his hands over his eyes and he's shaking. He stops yelling.
All right.
He says, "Oh Henry, oh Henry, oh Henry, they didn't get you too, did they? They didn't take you
no,
there.
no.
They didn't. They took me there. It was so
Walter, I don't want to alarm you, but we need to know anything that you know.
They wanted to take me in. They gave them to the people. They would come. They would take them, and they would give them to the.
They would give the
They give them to the shadows. They would give them to the shadows. If they didn't give me, and they were going to give me. There was one of the shadows that was going to come in the next day. But then then there was a fight, and there was a fight, and then I don't know. I don't know, Henry.
I hope that it brings you some solace that we are going after them again, and that you will hopefully be free of this fear.
They'll give you to the shadows, Henry. They'll give you to the shadows. They gave all the other ones to the shadows. They signed their names. They signed their names on the rocks. They gave them all the shadows. That was the deal. That was the deal.
They will give no one else to the shadows. Of that I promise.
Hey, ask him if any of the hags were defeated.
You're right here. You can.
Hey, ask him. Hey. I leaned into him. Who leaned into him?
Ask him. Find out. Find out if they're real shadows.
Were any of the hags truly defeated?
I don't know. They went away. The people came and they fought. And some of them died. And they drove them away. They drove the hags away. They went away, but they're not. But I don't know. They didn't touch the shadow people. The shadow people are still there. The shadow people. People in the shadows. They still give them the shadows. The shadows people weren't there. They weren't there. They only come to take the children. They only came when there was time to take the children.
I think that he's.
Sorry, I got a little
about...
distracted over here. What?
Hey, magic makers?
No. Yeah, I heard that part. Did he say that the hags were defeated?
No.
He said they were.
He said that hags were
Are you-
driven away.
Are you talking
We're talking 3 hags.
about the shadow person you just saw?
No. She was. No. No. Shadow people. They would come. They would come and they would make deals. They would make the deals and they would sign their names on the rocks.
Perfect.
They would sign their names on the rocks and they would make the deals and they would take the children.
Knowledge Arcana 25. Do shadow people mean anything to me? Signing names on rocks?
Nothing that you can think of specifically that comes to mind when he's saying that stuff. No.
Is Walter definitely a good driver?
Is he what?
Is he a good driver?
Only on Sundays.
Is it time for Walkner?
Nature or geography for an area with names etched on rocks.
No, but you have a fair. I mean, with what you already know about that you've kind of collected from the notes in the library, you would guess, and he keeps talking about the rocks. You would guess that the hag's den that the heroes of old went to there are the ledges, which is this basically this huge canyon and this huge rocky ledges all over the place, and very likely it would make sense for them to be in that area because there are tons and tons of caves and places to hide and places to go unnoticed for a long time, which also does make it, as you had kind of mentioned, possibly a dangerous area because all manner of creatures would be able to very readily make homes in such an area. It at least makes sense to you, but nothing that he's talking specifically about the names on the rocks.
Do I know anything about... Because to me it just sounds like scary dark magics to make packs where names are carved into rocks. Does this sound like selling of souls or something like that?
I mean, you would have to assume just based on what you've heard so far.
Sure.
Yeah,
And then
makes sense.
I lean into quickly. Okay, ask him about
Scandinavian spells?
yeah.
I thought
About ask him what he's so afraid of.
I think he told us the shadow people.
Sure, but why?
Because they would take them?
Yeah, but what? So?
They would make deals with hags and take them.
Okay, but why was that? Why has that traumatized him for?
Why are you afraid of the
15 years.
things that made deals with hags and took you?
I mean, just outside of Walt. I mean, there's really. I mean, it's just like you get abducted, and then there's these terrible hags.
He was a kid.
Selling.
You're
children
looking
to
at
sell,
me
it's
like
a
I'm-
pretty traumatic experience. There's really nothing behind that. It's just it is a very traumatizing experience, and there was probably some like
I really
torture
wish.
involved. Like,
We
it was
got
just a
some
very
more
nasty
information,
thing.
but I feel like we
Yeah.
pretty much
You
reached
pretty much
the end of
explored
his.
that part of it to the end.
Okay.
So perfect. Kill the hag, kill the shadow people, and call it a day.
Yeah, that's easy. It sounds easy. I should have brought my easy button out here.
That was easy.
Quigley, ask him if the hags talk to each other.
Oh yes. There are 2 more questions. Do the hags talk to each other?
The hags, they were all together. The hags were all together. They would
Right.
talk.
I
They would
actually
talk to
think
shadow
that we
people,
knew
and
this.
They would talk a lot, and they would always, every time I heard them speak, it would
And-
always get inside my head, and I couldn't stop hearing them speak.
And what? Do you know any specific things that the hag with the black stone around her neck that she would do?
The stone, the black stone. That was Blackstone. That's where she kept the children. That's where the children would go when they were ready to sell them. They would when the shadow people would come, and they would put the kid in the rock, and then they would give the rock to the shadow people, and then there was no more kid. There was no more kid. There was just the rock. It was just the stone.
I don't like that rock stone necklace.
Guys, I figured it out.
Yes.
This is the plot to Ernest Scared Stupid.
I much prefer Ernest Goes to Jail.
Well,
So,
gotta rewrite my whole
that the words
campaign.
We're gonna
Shoot
need
that gun.
authentic.
That's where it becomes like magnetic.
We're gonna need
you know?
authentic
Wasn't he trying to pen that one and
Bulgarian.
it like
Oh, and it just-
exploded? And it
Walter?
was
I
all-
don't even know how to respond to this anymore.
I want you from every game forward to be an Ernest movie.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. I mean, might as well be.
I'm telling you, we're gonna need some authentic Bulgarian Mia.
Walter, if things go well,
So you have a
we will
bizarre
see you
knowledge
one more time.
You'll have to climb. You have to make the climb, Quigley. You have to climb.
I'll climb like my life depended on it. Because it probably will.
Can I do? I mean, this is the first time he's spoken in 25 years. Is there like a heal
Presumably.
check or something I can do to
No, yeah, you can make a heal check on
Make
him. Yeah,
him
go
feel
by
a
all
little
means. By all means. yes.
less crazy? It's a 13 on the die. Comes out to 26.
Yeah, you can tell that. I mean, physically he's okay. He's being taken care of. Like he's fed. He's being fed. He's being cared for. There's nothing physically wrong with him. His eyes are constantly shifting around. Like he has almost no ability to focus on anything. He's very shaky. You can tell he's definitely very mentally unstable. But there's really nothing that you feel like is affecting him that you could deal with immediately. Like there's nothing, you know.
Perfect.
Cool.
So, could we all fly on your rock?
No. Just no.
I told you this is not something you ask another man, Greg.
It's inappropriate.
You keep
I was
asking him what
thinking-
he is. You keep
because I was
asking him
thinking-
to ride his rock.
Wow.
Natasha, I saw this. I was scrolling down. I saw this comment. I want to get this out there because this is the best one of the night. Natasha McWilliams, hashtag rock out with your taco out.
Carolyn Weiss brings up a fun point. Flying wizards and hags and things getting in your hair. Cadwell's Dispel of the Magic is the cure for you.
With
With
one
one
quick-
quick
Jim
quaff,
should have
you
read
will
it.
cast Dispel Magic. Certainly. Jim Jam, do you want
Jim
to
B.
read that?
Cadwell, read that.
Flying wizards and hags and things getting in your hair. Cadwell's Dispel of the Magic is the cure for you. One quick quaff, you'll cast Dispel Magic on flying things, making them take falling damage for free, friend. 385 gold a dose. It's
Nice.
a
Great
special
word.
deal for you.
Sean Harris has a point. The last time the team met a druid, they cost him his powers and his pet. Something we're gonna
Don't
conveniently
tell-
leave out to
I
you.
Don't tell Mug.
Yeah, Mug doesn't want to go anymore.
No,
Does
that's
Mug
Adam
know
talking.
about that?
No.
Well, if he's not a druid, if he doesn't have power, he's not coming to the meeting. So
But have you heard like I'm just asking out of game.
I don't know. The world doesn't revolve around this party.
Mariah.
Whoa, what do you mean? What are you talking about?
Mariah Wolf says our party found an abused rock and ended up selling it. Whoops. Hashtag no regrets. Hashtag we were poor.
Hashtag not poor anymore.
Did you at least nurse it back to health? Make it, not
So-
abused?
I like our plan so far. Climb the rock, stride boldly forth, kill it, and be done.
There's more than one kill it.
Well, the shadows are new to me.
Luna
I don't know what that
Luna
means.
Steelsong said, haha, Mug just schooled Crag on Ironwood. And Brian Summer said, Crag, remembering that Marcus said Ironwood is found in the forest, decides how many times he's going to punch him in the face.
Knowledge, arcana, hags, dreams, shadows, shadow people being in rocks.
Here's what I was thinking.
What kind of hag am I facing? Darn the luck.
Here's what I was
19.
thinking.
Why hit me in the head?
You got a thing you're saying, or no?
I was talking to him. No, you
Oh,
do
okay.
it.
And Adam Blevins said, don't touch another man's rock.
Rocks.
Another man's rock.
Yeah, there's nothing that you can piece together.
Oh, darn it, Adam knows.
Here's what I was thinking.
What do you think?
We get the literal drop on the hags. We fly in on the rock. We're all riding on the rock.
Nope.
Feather fall. We all drop down from death from above. We get down there before the one can fly, and we just have the literal drop on them.
A good plan normally, but Storm hag controls,
Also, Featherfall
Storms.
is slow.
I mean, yes.
Yeah.
It would be kind of funny to watch Crag just like,
Getting zapped with lightning every round, just getting zapped with lightning as he goes down.
Now,
gosh.
can hags see us if we're invisible?
If they have see invisibility.
So, alternate plan. And I'm making a lot of noise when I'm moving around, and I say, I sneak in there. I
Here.
stab it.
I will sneak.
No.
He's RoboCop now.
No.
All right, so
Every time he makes a step, it's like stealth mode enabled, stealth mode enabled, stealth mode enabled.
so if we operate off of the intelligence that we have, we think that it's a potential that there are 2 hags in this residence, not 3, plus the shadow peoples.
2 hags and the shadow peoples, but
But the 2 hags would be the storm one and whatever this mystery
whatever
one
the
is.
mystery one is. But like you said, I don't trust a hag. Can't trust them hags.
We know.
Can't trust.
No, but it's the only intelligence we have at this point. So
There's no intelligence here.
I set him up, Crag knocks him down.
Is there a hard and fast rule about hags having to be of different types?
What do you mean?
Like to form a coven, do they have to? Can it just be any 3 hags? Or
Knowledge Arcana will let you know all about hag covens.
Certainly.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I got this covered.
I'm on a 20.
No, in fact, very specifically, sometimes hags will seek out, even though hags, it's very difficult. Hag covens are very difficult to manage because they're all evil, backbiting creatures. But when they have a reason and purpose for some benefit to themselves, they will indeed form groups, and usually they will specifically seek out other types of hags because when one hag forms a coven with a bond with a hag from another type, she can acquire some of the powers that her sister hags have, so that you have a more
Big
intense
problems.
variety of things they can do.
Based
Yeah.
upon my previous rolls on knowledge hags,
Yeah.
do I know that the hag coven would get weaker if one of 2 things happened? Either one died, or if they decided to, can they split up? Because
Yeah, I mean, covens can dissolve. Like covens, it's
but
not.
they would get weaker because of that.
They would lose the benefits that forming a coven specifically gives them greater powers and access to different rituals and stuff like that. if they dissolve, if they break that bond, then they simply they don't get weaker than they originally were, but they no longer can
Can
access.
they break if 3 of them come together? Can they break where 1 goes away but 2 are still together, or is it break the
Typically,
entire-
typically a coven has to be 3 or more hags.
So
Okay.
I had an idea.
We go kill the winter hag.
Is it better than your sneaking idea?
Yes. You said you could transform yourself into certain things, correct?
Yes.
So, is there any way that you could transform into what we believe these shadow people look like, or if that won't work, could transform into some sort of storm thingy that the hag might be like, oh, this is my friend, the storm thingy.
The storm thingy.
Animals, air elemental, earth elemental, fire elemental, plants.
What kind of? What was the?
So we
Fire
get you
elemental.
to be moss, and you'll grow very slowly.
They'll never see it
You'll
coming.
never expect it.
Well, Jim, this has been a great episode. Thanks. We'll be back next week after we've resolved
it.
our plan.
We're just yeah.
And
that's it.
Yeah. This
Well,
is great.
I say we should start
Well, why don't
going
we
there.
think on the road?
Yes.
Well, I would say that we need at least a full day for me to prepare a lot of magics.
Well, we've at this point we're only going to get about 3/4 of the way there before
Perfect.
nightfall.
How many days out are we?
But do we think we're going to
Said
fight
less
the
than
shadow
a day.
things when we get there? Because I need some time to prepare.
I don't know. That's the thing. I've prepared myself for a
My soul's prepared.
storm
I've
hag.
got my spells
I didn't
prepared.
think about another hag.
We
Quigley
Think
has
about shadow
memorized
people.
his spells for the day.
Detective.
We need heals or heal potions or.
So are we operating on? So we're going to operate on the assumption of storm hag and mystery hag and shadow people. Or should I
But
prepare
also-
for?
But,
Well, we'll know if we're going up against the cold one because it'll be cold.
no, but he was saying that they have the powers of the sisters.
Craig brings up a point. Hey, earlier Luna Steel Song said Mug schooled Crag on Ironwood.
Yeah, I said that before. That was when. That was when.
I mean, it bared saying twice.
So
But
shall
then-
we travel and then camp
then I showed you
when
my
we
hammer
get
and you got
closer?
scolded.
And
Let's leave.
because certainly I actually don't think that we're allowed to be in this town.
It's very true.
Well, I guess the only point I'm making, Quigley, is that if we travel out there and then we're getting attacked by things, then I don't have a chance to prepare as much. And so maybe we just kind of hang outside of town and prepare and then head out.
But if we're attacked on the road,
I'm saying we're not going on the road. We just go out where we were. We slept outside.
no, I mean,
Well, I'm thinking of preparing scrolls.
oh, I see.
I mean, and spells. I do need
see.
a sleep before I
I,
prepare.
I think
my
that
spells.
would be acceptable.
Well, I'm really regretting not
I
buying
can
anything
give
from
us a
that
safe
little-
place to
little
do
person.
that
Yeah.
at night.
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm sorry that I gave that option to you and you didn't take it.
All right. What are we doing?
Nothing. What are you doing?
Let's go.
I sit
Eating.
down and I start playing with the.
No, we need to get away from this boy.
Let's
we need to
go-
shut the door. Leave
Let's
him
go
alone.
outside of the town
Oh yeah, that guy's still sitting there.
Yeah.
and camp where we were camping.
Right outside the walls.
Yes. Backs up against
Maybe
the
that little
wall.
person will come back and sell us more stuff.
Yeah.
I can make it a little more pleasant. if
All
you're
right.
Camping outside.
Let's leave the temple.
Maybe.
Certainly.
You'll see.
So let's close the door. Let's go.
You closed the door?
I did.
Oh wait, you closed the door?
Yeah. I closed the door.
It explodes. That was the one door
one
you weren't
exploding
supposed to
door.
close.
Listen,
Damn.
listen.
All right, close the door.
Wow. Download the aim sounds.
Very nice.
All right.
When we get to camp, I start playing with the chewel claws that I have.
Yeah?
Take them out. I got the big one, the mama
Are you
chewel
making a
claw,
dance?
and the little one. And
If that's what we're doing, I'll cast what is it? Gentle, not respite.
Gentle repose.
It is called and it's freaking awesome. Grove of Respite.
Grove
that?
of Respite.
Basically, it creates awesomeness.
I bet a grove
Boom.
that's
awesomeness.
respectfully.
What does it do?
I conjure a sheltered grove of trees surrounding a shallow spring that is temperate and comfortable, although providing no illumination and no protection from the elements. The water is drinkable, and the fruit acts as a good berry spell for up to 8 people. The grove is warded by an alarm spell and alert to you whenever a creature enters the area.
Wow.
That's pretty cool.
Are the good berries able to be taken?
Yes.
Is it okay if I pee on that tree over there?
No.
Yes. Pee on his good berry bush.
No, don't be on the
Oh,
good
good.
berries.
No, it's like a grove with like apples and fruit.
How big of a grove?
That's a good question, and I have that answer because I have a quick reference.
20-foot radius.
Yes.
20-foot grove?
20-foot grove.
I've seen more impressive groves.
I've seen unbroken hammers.
Does everyone want a good berry, and perhaps us that get into, you could have 2 good berries and 2 good berries and 2 good berries?
Wait, what are good berries then? Are they special things?
It's essentially
Marcus?
a 1d8. No,
Yeah,
No,
it's
it's
1
one-
hit point
one.
per berry.
one per berry. Lasts for 12 hours.
Oh,
But
it's
you
like
can
a,
eat
Is
them
it
both
like
at once.
an extra?
Yes, let's.
Yeah, it's like a little
It's like
pill.
the.
Ah.
It's like a.
And it
It
lasts
won't,
for
no, it
how
won't give you
long?
That's-
temporary hit
I'm trying to
points.
see.
It heals 1 hit point per that you eat. But
How many dingleberries are on these bushes?
There you can only have 8
I'm not eating
at
any
a time.
dingleberries. For the record.
I don't.
Wait,
No.
we could collect 8 dingleberries and eat them. During battle. I could hold.
No!
Well, these ones are like apples. So it's
They-
like an apple, okay?
They go away at some
Why
point.
is it called a berry? That's
24
so,
hours.
'Cause it's
They
a
last for
good
24
berry.
hours.
That's so confusing.
Well, they're good. It acts as the spell good berry. There is a spell good berry that you can berries and you can eat them.
But these are apples.
You know what? You are thinking so deeply about this, and you don't need to. Like you can eat them, you regain 1 hit point. That's really like don't
Can I
even
eat
think
8
like
at
it
a
doesn't
time?
matter. Yes,
have
and then you
2.
have 8 hit points, and then nobody else gets any berry. Like then you can
Oh,
have.
there's
one.
only 8
How
total.
There's
many
8
hit
total.
points do you get?
1 per good
8
berry. You have 2
total
good
that will
berries.
heal you.
You have
Okay.
2 good berries. I have 2 good berries.
Berries?
And 1 and 1.
Also, are you guys hurt? Is that why you're?
No.
No, we're just carrying them for tomorrow.
Well, they're not permanent.
Well, they
does
last
that
for
mean?
24 hours.
24 hours.
24 hours. Yeah,
It's
good berry
them.
lasts for 24 hours. So.
Yeah, you picked them from the magical forest I grew out of the ground.
Good job, thank you.
Sorry.
It's not a real
Like
forest.
they heal 1 hit point, guys. This isn't like dividing
No,
up very important
But
treasure.
if we each have 70 of them, Jim.
I don't need that many, I promise.
Whatever. I got my berries.
So, yes.
What you
Okay.
doing?
Marcus,
We are
You want spells?
going to sleep.
all I was going to say. For the rest of the night, Marcus is noticeably focused
Okay.
and goes and sits down at the base of one of these trees
Mhm.
and gets to work.
Gets to work.
He is
Works his
making
butt off.
scrolls.
Scrolls?
And when he is done making scrolls and can just not carry on anymore without getting his 2 hours more sleep, he's going to write to Amy
Okay.
and then fall asleep.
Okay.
And Quigley takes off his full plate armor and puts on his jammies, which is what
Jammies?
I'm
Oh, yeah,
calling
that-
my chain shirt, and sleeps in the chain shirt.
So the fans did point out that we had a number of them point out that he can't don his armor
By himself.
He can only hastily don it by himself, and it takes
Okay.
15 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hastily don it all the time.
Dude,
But
you
that
need Squire
there,
Horace,
it
man.
increases the armor check penalty when you do that.
Great.
Gotta have somebody to help you. You gotta have a squire. You gotta have Crag help you
Squire Horace? I'm
with
not
your armor.
helping
I guess.
him.
I guess this is an important.
Helping him.
This is
Squire
a
Crag.
point that we need to. Look, the dude wanted his full plate armor, and you better help him, or he's gonna be in dire trouble.
I mean, not dire, just armor check penalties.
Gonna be increased through the roof.
Great.
Can you
I don't care. I'm putting on my armor. Whether you tell me what the check,
I mean,
if the check is worse or
just,
not.
I mean, I was
Who's gonna be
not
nice?
interested in getting into that
Neither
nitty-gritty.
was I.
I wasn't like for the show. I don't think that adds a level to the show that we
Right.
need. But you know, now it's like if you got up and you had to don it very quickly,
Right.
I would absolutely apply that. But if it's like you just want to put your armor on and go on an adventure, I'd be like, okay, that's fine.
Which is why I'm wearing the chain shirt
got
at
you.
night.
Yeah.
Well,
jammies.
My jammies.
It's really still very
To be a
difficult
true
to sleep
knight,
in.
though,
I don't
you need.
understand.
Do do
Okay,
need a squire.
we're just you and I. We're not going to worry about this, right? Just you and me.
Yeah, we got
We're gonna.
this. You and I got this.
Guess what,
Okay.
guys?
Okay.
Star, just subscribed with Twitch Prime.
Yay!
Hey, that's awesome. Thank you so much.
If you're an Amazon, what is
If you
it?
got Amazon.
Amazon. If you're an Amazon Prime member,
Amazon Prim.
just go over
pass
there,
The Amazon Prime, please.
click the subscribe
And
button.
of course, make sure you're sharing this episode on Facebook with the hashtag dragons and things so that you can be eligible to win prizes that we are giving out at the end of this episode. We do it every single episode.
That's right.
Use that hashtag dragons and things. Make sure that your share is public on Facebook, and you have to be in the United States or Canada to be eligible to win. But we love when you share even when you're not in the US or Canada because it's awesome and helps spread the word of dragons and things joy to the masses. So I begin scribing.
You scrib.
scrolls.
You scribbing. Okay, you're scribing scrolls all night. That's all good. You guys in the safety of the grove. Will not. You're close to town, close to civilization. You are unmolested through the night.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
I sleep nuzzled in the wing of.
In the wing of yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah, you and
I
Mug
tried
and
to
Ale.
just get real close.
The rock bites your face off.
Ale's in this grove?
Yeah,
Takes up like the whole grove.
he's just a large.
That's why I'm snuggling.
You showed me a photo of him
But
grasping
that was
a
a big
camel.
one. That was a big,
So that's a full
a
grown
big
one.
one.
He can't pick up a one. He's only large. He's not gargantuan.
How
He
big
can't
is this thing?
Well, when he's like sleeping,
As
he's
big
not.
as me?
Yeah.
But
like,
I'm taking
well,
the
like
same
full
spot.
wingspan. It's like 10
Eagle
feet. Like
King.
yeah, he's big enough to carry
Eagle King.
Mug.
Oh,
know,
so it's not a big
It's like
rock
Eagle
that
King
you-
sized, right? It's Eagle King sized.
okay.
Okay.
All right, I'm sleeping.
Full grown, he would be too big to be here. Yeah, for sure.
So
I'm
later.
sleeping.
Later he sleeps outside.
No, we're awake now. It's the morning.
Oh, okay, fine.
Okay,
Awake.
so we're going to go get us a hag, huh?
Wait, he's still scribing.
Mark-
He's,
Marcus is
he's
doing
scribbing
things, yeah.
scrolls. Let him figure out what. I mean, you guys can go.
Let's read
So
your
guys
you
can
don't
go
you don't
do
have
stuff.
spells, right?
No,
Alright.
I do have a
How many
spell.
scrolls can I get through?
I can
that
detect
night
evil
and
like
the
a
next
mother.
Do we? Can we protect ourselves from magic? We have that power.
You mean 6 because it's an hour per scroll, and
I can
you have
negate
6
some
hours
electric
that you're just gonna chill.
That's
You have 2 hours you have to sleep, and 6 that you're gonna write. So
Jim Jam, I would like to learn the spell Protection from Magic.
there is a spell that grants you spell resistance. You don't have it, but
Also, to
I'm
that
gonna
point,
buy
I'm
that.
13.
I'm gonna go back.
SR 13 on me
you have SR.
because I put it all on the armor.
All right,
Yeah,
I'm gonna go back to
that's
town.
annoying.
I know.
I'm gonna go back to town with my 3,000 gold and
He's
buy the
no,
spell.
but
of-
you are met out. Like there's a wall. There's a sign that
They
says.
put up a bastion.
It's got each of your pictures on it and a slice. Yeah, there's a bastion against you guys. Shopping time is over.
So should we
yelling,
walk,
"Hey, little
walk
guy."
and talk?
He's
Hey,
not
little-
coming out.
Hey, little
Merchant
guy.
man.
He doesn't even want to be. He doesn't want to be
Remember,
seen with
he
you. He
doesn't
like
want to
walks
be
by like,
associated.
no,
What
we
was his
don't.
name?
I don't know those
He doesn't
guys.
want to be
What was
associated
his
with
name?
us. Don't say it out loud. You'll ruin the one friend we have in town.
You'll ruin
Craig's
one
ready to
friend
throw
in
that
life.
right in the river. That friendship, he's gonna crab grab all over it.
Can we walk and talk?
You can walk and talk. I'm totally down for it.
Let's walk and talk.
The only thing, Marcus, is that as you
Even music
you
going.
ruined the surprise for yourself earlier, but when you do get to the point where you're going to write to Amy, you find that she has written you, and there's a note. You close your mouth, Alex. That's not a happy. Like, nobody's happy about this. It's fine, actually.
Is
I
it a
know I'm
happy
saying that.
note or is it?
I don't know.
I know.
Find
I
out.
mean,
So the next morning, I'm going to convince them to let me scribe a few more scrolls, but I'm also going to read this note.
okay.
Oh, that's pretty.
It's that love sound set.
Really?
Andreas,
Oh, I love it.
there's a note for you from Andreas.
Craig, eat all the berries, ride the rock over the hags, and throw excrement at them. That could blind them? Would they be blinded by Craig Crap?
Pink eye.
It would be a crit crap.
Only if
Crit
you.
crap, right? Because I know
Roll 20.
that Craig Crap would definitely win every time.
I mean,
right? That's what I heard. I heard in the
Basically,
Q&A,
something
you're like,
like
he does the Craig Crap stuff. I love it. I love it so much. It's
love
my
it.
favorite.
That's basically
It's
just
basically
when,
my
like,
favorite
yeah.
thing in the game.
Like if he were to
He's
do
gonna
that,
win.
I mean, you guys could have won every encounter.
Every encounter.
In turn
All,
one.
all
Every
you
time.
wait.
Every
All
time
you
it's
have
one.
to do is
You know what? I
Why
haven't
don't
been throwing it.
Why don't you just
I haven't
crap
been
into like
thrown it.
vials
That's
and you could throw it?
But Jim said in the Q&A that that's
gonna
like
read the note out
he's
loud.
waiting for me to do it again because it's gonna
We
just
wanna hear
it's
it
gonna
out
be the
loud.
answer to.
We
I
want
want to hear the love letter.
He's not gonna tell it to you guys. He didn't even want to tell you Amy existed for a long time. He's not gonna tell you anything. He's 100%.
He's reading the note. He's reading the note while Sir Crag is right next to him doing this.
Yeah.
Why would I ever be next to him?
Well, so you could fart on him while he's reading notes, I guess. Specifically to do that.
Hey, Nokia 2174 just subscribed with a tier 1 sub.
Fantastic. Thank you
Yes!
guys. If you guys are wondering,
You're
we're talking
a
about
sub sandwich.
We're talking
Thank
about
you.
subscriptions since we're streaming to Twitch now, and pretty soon we will be streaming only to Twitch. But for now, we are streaming, to Facebook and Twitch. But if you were to go onto Twitch right now, which we encourage you to do, you could subscribe to our channel, which gets you access to special Quigley emoticons, or perhaps other emoticons that have yet to be used on our channel. But with that subscription, you get the special emoticons, and you get notifications whenever we go live. Which will let you know whenever what we're doing and what we're up to as we move through and add more content to our channel. It also helps us out a little bit, especially if you are an Amazon Prime member. You can link your Amazon Prime and your Twitch account, and then you get a free subscription. Because normally it's like $4.99, but if you get the free subscription, then it's basically a great way for you to help out the show without really having to do anything except click a button. It's super awesome.
No,
It's just helps us out.
I'm just thinking about it. Not reading secret notes. Prime web content.
Oh yeah, that's
No, but
actually
that's like it's a thing just for him.
Right.
yes, it's a
That's
thing
like,
for
what do you-
Marcus.
He can reveal it in a Marcus
Yeah, why
Q&A
do you wanna-
later.
Right.
which
Why
he
do I
would-
want to know? Because I want to know.
Yeah, but
We'll upload it.
you don't
We'll
even know what's
upload
happening.
it later.
You don't even know what's happening. I want to say, someone asked a question about the crap in the water, the magic water,
What?
and you said it wouldn't have done anything.
Why?
It would have sickened him. Would he have still drank water with crap in it?
Well, it would have immediately refilled him. It
He
would
would've
have he would have
killed
gotten
me.
sickened, and
But
then
he-
immediately. Oh, then he definitely would have killed
He
you
would've
because
killed
he would
me.
have been like,
All
you
the crap in the water
defiled
would've been
the
like-
sacred water. He would have drawn his blade and sliced your head off.
So should we walk?
You
I
guys
thought
can
we were
walk.
I feel
like
You guys-
it's noon
at this
already.
point, you guys can absolutely walk and talk. That's fine.
I thought
I
we
need
were
a few
walking.
more hours that morning to do
You
some
want
more
you are
scrolls.
gonna convince the okay. So he wants to sit tight for a few more hours because 6 scrolls is not enough.
So I
scrolls.
start putting
He needs
together
1,000
things in
scrolls.
No,
my
I can cast
inventory
scrolls,
to
too.
to dispel magic. I start like putting together things. Like I'm thinking
There's nothing.
no, I'm thinking I used a hammock.
What the hell is that?
What?
I'm just sitting
that
around,
for?
just like
Troll oil?
swinging
Yeah, what
my
is that for?
sword, waiting for us to
Just
strike
oil from a
boldly
troll?
forth.
It's just like,
Have I
No,
had
we
any
got
more
troll oil
drinks
in the
or
bottle.
no?
alright, what are you using it for?
No, not
That
since
protects
the
us
last one we had.
from
Okay.
going down.
You
Troll oil brings us back from 0 or helps. What is?
What that does is when you go below 0, you immediately stabilize.
Yeah. See.
Ah,
Actually, I should gift that to somebody because I can do that.
Oh yeah, you
While
have the
raising.
guarded life, which
Oh.
allows you to stabilize immediately.
When you saw my troll, he sees my troll oil. It's like what
He's
is that?
looking over there like,
Troll
oh, so you got
oil.
some
Hey, it's-
troll oil there.
I'm dispelling magic. I'm preparing something to dispel magic.
uh,
Well,
You
we're
notice-
probably going to be in this same spot for the next 45 minutes, so go ahead.
Can you mute me, please? I'm going to use the loo.
So I'm like
I'll be back.
I'm taking pouches and putting them together with a hammock, and I think maybe a throwing spear would.
dispel magic.
Yeah, I do have the. Oh, I know the bottles of water don't do anything though. That's really frustrating.
Your greatest asset against magic is your ring of freedom of movement.
We
That is basically the one thing that.
Well, but the only thing that would save me from magic-wise is being slowed down.
which is a pretty huge thing.
Yeah, but I'm sure you've already taken care of that.
There are lots of times when I'm looking at creatures and I'm like, oh, this would be really cool. It's like, oh wait, Craig can just like, Craig,
Be like, "Whoop, nope.
and Craig literally would not be affected by any of these abilities.
And
you
Craig
can make him
shows
fight a
me-
giant rock.
I could make a, yeah, he could, yeah. I could
Also,
do
did you
that.
notice that he was way too interested in that the rock fit in the grove than to ask about the campfire story that I told him I'd tell.
Oh yeah, he was too
It's
upset.
not.
He
We
was
don't
totally,
have time
We
for
don't have
that.
time for it
You
now.
guys have plenty of time because Marcus has to make scrolls.
I forgot about the campfire.
All we
story.
need was
I gotta wait till next camp.
just 3 more hours in the morning.
Just 3 more
We're
hours.
sitting here by the campfire that's not lit anymore.
No, it's even just as exciting as shopping episodes. Scroll making episodes.
What I don't understand is you're pretending. All I'm doing is writing. Just say we pretend walk. And by the
You
time
told
I'm
us we have to
writing-
wait 3 hours.
No, I have to convince the party in the pretend game that's in our imagination to wait 3 hours. You have to wait nothing at all.
I know. So we
Sean
walk.
Harris, let's make a deal. I'll take what's behind the curtain. You want a lifetime supply of turtle wax and shadow people. If you choose the box, you would have won a date with a hag.
I've literally said we've walked 4 times and we've been like, nope, we don't walk.
And again, don't touch another man's rock from Adam Blevins. Good.
You guys have been walking. I don't know. You're walking. I don't know. I don't know what to do.
Trill
Now
serves
you
to
have-
subscribe with
Trill,
a
buddy.
tier
A
3
Tier 3.
sub.
What's
That's
a tier
pretty
3 do?
Tier 3.
They
Oh,
get
he's gonna
access
be
to
putting
the
the box
extras,
everywhere.
the
box is
super
going
secret
everywhere.
emoticons.
You know how we have the emoticons? Tier 3 is a box emoticon.
Yeah, you can
It's
spam
not
the
Quigley's
box.
face anymore.
And you get access
get
to
both.
Lyra too.
And you
get
get
the
Lyra.
Lyra, the Quigley, and the box.
Trill
At
will
some point,
never
we'll be able to get a whole bunch more too.
But Trill will never be unseated.
I'm
He is
pretty
the-
sure Trill is a millionaire.
He's the grand champion. He's untouchable.
He's untouchable.
You're untouchable.
That's true.
He
He's
is.
probably gonna be at the top. We now have a
King of the hill.
leaderboard for our cheers on Twitch, and Trill is at the top of the leaderboard. He is the all-time winner, and he is the winner on every stream, and he will probably remain so for all of time,
Unless someone wants
somebody
to
else
deceive
out
him.
cheers him. I don't know.
Unless
I don't know, it's
somebody wins the lottery. So good news. We
Yes.
got all the way to the hag and we already killed it.
Yeah.
But I didn't ask her questions.
That's okay. We're all alive.
Not
Yeah,
all
You were
that's
walking
the
and you
important thing is
disappeared.
that-
We were
is
like,
that-
well,
Well, that happens.
All right.
it does.
So we're walking. There's no obstacles this time. We're walking.
You've
there
been
are.
you're walking. All right.
So
all
we're
right,
walking
all
right now?
And you're
Yes.
walking under the direction of your good buddy Muggs, who knows this area fairly well.
I've got
and
him up ahead.
And he's above you.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I wanna fly.
So he's just kind of like flying over, and he creates this huge like shadow. Like it's kind of disconcerting at first because every once in a while there's just this huge shadow falls over the group, and you look up, and this bird, bigger than any of you've ever seen in your life, just flies overhead
Wow.
and circles around. Eventually, you come to an interesting site that you, Mug, recognize as your first landmark. The woods are too light to offer much protection from the the woods are very light and don't offer much protection from the sun, which is actually rather hot today. Your going is pretty quick under Mug's direction, and soon you come to a large rock that is jutting from the muddy ground that can only be what you recognize, Mug, to be Crooked Claw Rock.
That's ROCK.
That is ROCK. This is an actual rock. This is a
It's
rock
not a
that
big
sits
bird.
on the ground.
Big
This is
bird
not.
over there. It's not
yeah.
a big yellow bird.
But it is a fairly commonly known landmark in the area. Not you actually remember. You even remember hearing stories of Crooked Claw Rock sometimes. This is like the teenagers would sneak away to go make out by Crooked
Make
Claw
out.
Rock. Yeah.
Crooked Claw Rock. I never went.
Until and indeed, actually, from the long winter onward, this was sort of seen as people stopped liking to venture out, and stories started to spread that that was actually when it got its name, the Crooked Claw, because people would call it the Crooked Claw or the Crone's Claw, the way it sticks up out of the ground and sort of almost like in a jagged claw.
And I say,
like thing.
Sir Craig, don't touch it.
Don't touch it. Don't touch
So I
it.
go and I take the hammer. I start breaking the.
I know how the hammer broke.
The rock is still covered in carvings and some very, very faded painted symbols. When you go up to smash, you can see that some of these are it's basically just graffiti. Some of these are like old professions of love. You see like a heart with some initials in it.
Is there one from Henry?
You said it in the game. It's broken.
name?
Okay.
Oh, that wasn't in game.
Leroy's
That was side. That was out of game.
It happened, Craig.
Eric
The rock
said
is
it.
broken. You
Eric said it.
crushed a treasure landmark, and now
No, I
That's
couldn't.
true.
I would
and now
never
it's
do
canon.
that with my broken
and now
hammer.
it's canon.
I would
It's canon.
never do that with my broken hammer.
And your hammer is also now destroyed. So
So the rock is with Frank now.
that's it. That's all there is.
Is there a Lyra and Quigley heart thing
or
somewhere?
Lyra heart.
No, you don't see Lyra
Abigail
loves
and
Quigley or
Quigley?
anything like that. No.
Q&A? Is there a Q&A on that?
Oh, because we're looking for Quigley for Henry.
But
Oh, HQ.
under
No, HQ.
under Mug's direction, you
Or
guys
ah.
actually start to follow the path in the direction that the claw actually points to the northeast. And you walk for another few hours before you get to another area that you recognize, Mug, as very likely getting close to the destination that you have been searching for so
How's the
long.
weather? Like, has it been constant?
Make a knowledge or a survival check, actually.
Not nature.
No, it's actually a
But
survival
I'm better at
to predict
nature.
the weather.
Aw. Well, it's a 1 on the die, but a 13 modified.
Okay. Yeah, you're noticing that there is. At first, it was very hot and sunny day, and now it is starting to get strangely cloudy. But you don't know basically your check to predict the weather failed, so you don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah, so you and I just sort of point up each
Yeah.
other and just
Yeah.
Bird.
I'll interrupt the silence of the walk and go. So, I know that we had a brilliant plan to walk forward and kill the hag. Did anybody want to offer up a better plan? Because I know mine are always terrible. So,
Yeah, say we fly in.
Stride boldly forth has worked every time so far.
Every time, without fail.
I had this idea where if I crap in my hand,
Well-
I can throw it.
No, to be honest,
We can scout it.
to be honest, that is a very good point. We do
Blinded,
need to
right?
see where we're going.
Throw it. You have to see, but if you have crap in your eyes,
I was talking, to Lord Mud over there.
Lord
Lord
Mother.
Mud?
Mug.
Mud.
Lord Mug. I was talking to Lord Mug over there. But yes, we probably need to see what we're dealing with before we.
No, we should just walk right into the den and right up to the.
I mean, we've done it before.
Yeah, you've done it before.
I'm gonna also while we're walking, since we're not gonna have a plan. I in talking to Ned,
Oh, Ned.
just talking out loud because I know Ned can hear. So I'm like, hey Ned, did you ever mention how you died?
No, I did not. I did not at any point mention how I died. It's really kind of a painful memory that I don't want to relive.
Sure.
Well, you're not living anyway.
Did it involve hags?
No, my death did not involve hags.
Did it involve magic?
I was, oh my god, I was executed, okay? I was killed. I wasn't, because I didn't do anything wrong.
They cut your head off?
Yes, I was decapitated.
Oh.
That'll get you every time.
And did you die at that point, or did you just no longer have a body?
Well, I mean, curiously enough, I just no longer had a body. But that is
And you fell
kind of
down
part
the
of it.
ravine then, because
Well,
they cut your head
no,
off on
that-
the bridge?
I was, the Jarl kept me around for a while.
Ooh.
I got on his bad side, and you have to understand that in that society, you make one little mistake, and it's not just a slap on the wrist. It's
You
sort of
become a
an axe
talking
to the
head.
neck, and then
So
I
he
was
cast
killed.
magic on you to keep you alive.
Well, he didn't, but the point is that, yes, this is part of my punishment was that I would be kept around after I was killed. And then there was an event, and the people had to flee the town, and during that time I was dropped into the ravine, and there I was for
What?
a long, long time. Until you guys came along, and now I'm
Regretting
here,
that you ever came
which
with us.
is...
Did anybody else suffer the same fate that you did?
No, I was a
You didn't
unique
see all
case.
those talking heads down
Why
there?
were you a unique case? Was there a lady involved?
No, there was no lady involved. He
Were there
was
two
just
ladies
particularly. It
Hashtag
The Jarls like to get creative. With
What
their
were the
punishment.
events? What was the event?
Hashtag
look.
Team Taco.
We're on this now, Jim.
This is what we're doing now. Hold on. Switch gears. This is what we're doing now.
I can become like a bat size and go look ahead.
Like a bat size or a bat?
A bat.
Okay.
I can also be a swarm of bats.
Let's just be one.
Oh, I did have one more question.
You can't
for
ride a
you.
bat.
No. Does a storm hag have the ability to summon hordes of crows? Was that something you would know?
I mean, I can summon hordes of crows. What do you think, Jim? Knowledge.
Knowledge Arcana, now that Quigley's pointed that out. 29.
29. I mean, you know that likely she is capable of a variety of dark magics. You know that whatever she did, if she's responsible for the crows, is not like a spell that you would cast, especially just the sheer volume of it. That was some sort of special ritual that would have to be prepared well ahead of time. Like, that's not something that she just does, like, 3 times a day I can summon 80 swarms of crows.
So, yes, so I was trying to figure out if we could negate whether it was 1 or 2 hags by the fact that
Right.
we saw the
Yeah, I'd
crows.
say to you, I don't have any idea.
Can they see us as we're approaching?
Oh, yeah.
Are they watching us?
I
in
mean,
a
I'm
crystal
sure.
ball or
I'm
something?
sure someone's scrying. If you had a secret lair, wouldn't you want someone?
I mean, you remember just from...
I mean, you did just destroy that rock.
You destroyed the claw, right? Yeah.
Destroy any rock.
That's really why they're watching.
You just chipped
Also,
away.
don't destroy rocks.
I mean, it would just make sense that she's able to track your location just because that she sent the crows after you, and she apparently has been sort of tracking Alex at least. So
I've got a bad feeling about this.
Should we send Lady Alex to circumvent any problems?
No.
Split
send
the
her up.
party, and we'll meet back in a certain area.
No, because you send her ahead and they'll turn her again and she'll come and kill us all.
I didn't say she should go alone.
Are you guys afraid of me?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been nothing
either
but
way,
nice to
you
me.
guys
Oh, good.
are sort of descending into this huge rocky.
I'm going to go ahead and pull out one of my scrolls and cast Mage Armor
Okay.
on myself.
So you're in this sort of lush rocky canyon. Ledges of sharp rock rise up on either side of your path, covered in ivy and creeping vines.
You're right, now
The
it's-
canyon itself is actually really wide. In fact, at first you're not even. I mean, you could kind of tell you're almost going downhill, but you're almost in the canyon before you realize what's happening because it's a pretty wide area. And you can see these huge rock walls on either side of you now, and you're walking through. They're perhaps 30 feet tall in some cases, in some places, and then 50 feet tall in others. It's a very uneven landscape. But you're just sort of walking down this canyon path now.
I know this isn't how readied actions work.
Uh-huh.
So I'm just going to say what my plan will be when and if we encounter the hag.
Mm-hmm.
I will begin. I want my readied actions to be whatever the right terminology is to use, whether dispel magic or counterspell to whenever she tries to cast a spell. Basically, what happened to me, I want to do to the hag.
And I want to just ready in action kill the hag.
Hey,
Ready in action, kill the hag.
this is
You
going to
see
be
the hag,
yeah.
kill the hag.
This is going to be awkward.
Okay. Well, the hag appears, and then you kill her, and
Yes.
then
No,
that's
no,
it.
I want to know.
Well, if you ready to action to kill the hag, you should have
ready to
done it.
action.
No. I'm going to, as we're here, I want to, did you say out loud we needed a plan?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like numerous times.
Like, he says that
Come
all
on.
the time. Like, literally
Yeah.
every morning he
Good
wakes
plans
up.
already.
So we got to, so I'm like, guys,
We have to scout
we
it.
got to huddle right here. We got to huddle right here.
Yes, get in a huddle.
Get in a
Group
huddle.
hug.
I
It's
mean,
gonna be
I'll,
kind of awkward.
Do it.
again, I'll be, I'm here. But
Dude,
Oh, touch it.
Ale come in and just cover
Yeah,
the
he tries
huddle.
to-
Yes.
He's putting his arm. He's
Just huge,
around
his
my-
wingspan basically encompasses the party.
Pretty good.
I go, I guess I'm going to huddle.
You can't avoid the huddle. The huddle is all around you.
We should talk about what we're gonna do because can they hear us here? Is it too late? Are they always watching us?
I mean, I don't know where they are, so
Tough to say.
Because usually when we go into battle,
Yeah.
we just do whatever. I've been waiting for you to shoot fireballs. Have you noticed that? I've been calling in.
Yeah. Yeah.
We've been calling in artillery strikes every time.
Every time. Fire. Fire. But we need to be more organized this time. You saw what those bandits did to us? You see what those bandits did to us?
I didn't. I was in a hole.
That's right.
Okay.
So
My first vote is that we don't bunch up.
absolutely,
Bunching
and
up is a bad idea.
I think that we need
So do
more
we.
information.
Do you think I should kind of be in the front and walk up first?
I
so
think
they
you
see
should.
Me?
Yeah.
So they see me and they know that I'm there.
Yeah. I think regardless, because we don't know.
What
we
if we're
don't-
walking
we
into a
don't know if
single
they're
file
scrying-
cave?
We don't know if they're scrying all of us or just you. Because
It's
if they're
di-
just scrying you, then we could be. Maybe we're not there.
It's
Maybe they don't see
difficult.
us.
It's difficult here because we're in this canyon. We can't come in from all sides or come in different. It's like
That's true.
you go.
It's like the perfect
I'm
place
gonna wait.
for a.
I'm gonna wait 30
Ambush.
seconds. Yeah, ambush. A word. So you go up first, and then I'm gonna wait 30 seconds. Then I'm gonna go, and then hold on. You wait, and then you go.
I cast message on everybody, and then I say, "That's exactly what we'll do, Craig."
Yeah, go one at a time. And
Think so.
I'll go first then.
how many of us? You think is it a waste to go invisible, or even try?
think
I'm
it's a
very
waste.
loud.
We know.
I don't think it's a waste for me.
Because who here can go invisible? know
I
you
can. I
You
have
can?
2 potions.
How long can you go invisible?
It's a few minutes, I think I wrote down. I don't know how many minutes.
I think Alex goes first.
Maybe we should have our druid friend over there do a flyover
Do a
and
flyby?
and see
But
what's
wait,
going
Mug,
on in
do you
this.
think they could
canyon.
detect you as one
I
of
do,
these
but I didn't
animals?
Take it. I mean, I can fly. I can turn
Mug?
into something that flies. Sorry, say again.
Sorry. Could they detect you as an elemental or one of these animals?
Maybe it depends on what, if they're looking or if they.
What if I were to kind of go ahead of all of you so they see me first? And then I could be the distraction because I'm speaking to them. Hold on, wait a second. And then you fly ahead. You start flying above us.
But what if they're in a cave or
Can you see what Ale sees?
no?
Okay, what
Continuzo says, Mug killed Owen! Let's get him!
He was the one bird that poked his eye out.
Yeah,
You turned into a bird.
Would it
What
hurt
kind
if
of
you-
bird are you?
I mean, it probably wouldn't hurt if you turned into a bat.
He is a hag!
If you had you had message on you, you could report back
Right.
and tell us what you see or.
All right. That's. I mean, it's a plan.
What did you say? I zoned out for a second.
We're going
So
to
Sorry,
go
no,
one
wait,
by
just
one,
what
and
you said.
he's going to be a bird and something.
But am I still going to go ahead of all of you a little bit?
Yeah. I
They
say
need
we
to see
combine
me.
the plans and do it.
Messages on all of you.
You make people big today.
No.
Uh,
Today's a different kind of Marcus. Marcus has a lot of different abilities prepared than he normally does. I still have the ability to cast Fireball, so I will use that ability, but that is an ability I'm going to be using via scrolls. I am in lockdown mode.
Silent H is paying Jim to attack now. He just gave us.
No,
They're starting
not
to give us
yet.
bits for me to attack you guys. So I guess they're getting.
Yes.
Wow.
They want
So
they
am I.
want somebody
If
to
we
go
don't go
boldly
early,
forward.
If we don't go now, I'm about to do this.
about to
That's
stride.
I don't have.
I'm
that, so-
about
Totally
to
for
do
Just set up to do
this.
that.
All right.
Quigley is not having any more.
All right, here we go. I'm going to walk about.
you fly in. You fly in.
I'm going to start walking.
You go.
Yeah.
All right.
And
I turn
I'm
into a
going
bat.
to go behind her.
You
Okay,
go.
turn into a bat.
Okay,
And
I'm
it will
really.
go.
I'm just. Oh God.
Okay.
I'm really nervous. Okay, here we go. I'm walking.
So nervous. That's always the best when you're nervous because you do the greatest stuff when you're nervous. I love it. Okay, you guys
Fan
start to.
favorite right here.
Here we go. All right. I'm walking towards the front.
Trill Surge says, at Silent H, I agree paying for Jim to attack R.I.P. cheer.
An RIP
100.
cheer?
So they're
Rest
cheer.
in
They're
peace
they're
cheer?
increasing the amount that they're
No
cheering
Are they
way.
really
for me
doing
to
this?
kill you guys. So you guys better start walking because at some point they're
Or,
gonna like I'm gonna.
or
have
we
to-
should just continue to wait and get more and more and more.
And then I'm just gonna have you all die. Meteor strike.
Listen, I'm ready. She's walking. I'm waiting 10 seconds and then
Are we all trying
Okay.
to stealth ahead?
Well,
Absolutely.
Clank, clank, clank. Sure is.
I
Is.
am.
Clank, clank.
I absolutely
God,
am.
no, you're not.
In
Yes,
his
Are we all
full
stealthing?
I
plate armor.
am with my
I mean, I
minus
can.
3.
Oh.
I got a 3.